Hi all, Cynthia here from NB Pretty Papers, up today with my first layout with a new challenge that I'm doing with Katelyn over at Gray Florals. Last year Katelyn did a collaboration with another YouTuber called The Colour Theories, and it's where they went through all the colours of the rainbow and did a layout based on each colour. And I'm participating in this year's series, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching it last year, so hopefully you will all enjoy watching our videos this year. So we're starting off with red and pink as the first layout to be done, and I've pulled out this photo of myself wearing a new top that I had just purchased. Absolutely love this top. I think it's totally gorgeous. Has some red poppies on it. So I went through my stash and pulled out some scraps of red pink paper that I thought I might be able to use, and I also went through and pulled out black and grey because I'm kind of hoping that not breaking the rules too much. And now I'm just layering them up, seeing what I can do. I have these really old overlays from Amy Tangerine, but I must say I struggle on how to use the overlays. So I fiddle around with them for a while, but none of them actually stay. They all go in the end. And as you can see, I have black cardstock at the back at the moment, but I kind of felt like the layout wasn't red or pink enough. I felt like I was cheating a little bit, so I do pull that out and bring in another cardstock a little bit later as the background, and I think it goes better with the theme. And here we go. This is where I'm pulling it in right now. I decided that I was taking the easy route out, I think. So I've pulled in the red cardstock, and now I'm trying to lay the papers up to make it look nice again. So initially I had that heart paper against the black, but now that I've pulled a red cardstock, I need to have something that breaks up the two pinks. So I'm going through this very, very old paper pad that I have here and having a look to see whether there's anything in the, the black or grey tones that I might be able to use. And I find this strip of paper that has some nice subtle silver glitter down it, and I'm going to use that as to break up the two reds. And just starting to lay up the layers. So I'm really excited to be a part of this series. As I said last year, that I really enjoyed watching all the Proces videos that come together for each colour of the rainbow. So we'll put a video up each Saturday until we get through all of the colours. I will make sure that I'll link Katelyn's video below if I can, or at least her channel, if nothing else. So make sure you go and check out her layout as well. Decided that I did like that black, and will mount the red cardstock on that black cardstock. So I've gutted it because I will use the black as well in the layout. Just using some double-sided tape to tape that down. And then putting the papers that I've layered back down again. I really can't tell you where any of the papers come from. As I said, they're all from my stash. I know that heart paper is one of the way back when I very first started. So I started scrapping in about 2001, and I sort of brought a pack of papers. I think there was about, there must have been 5 or 6 pieces of the same pattern in each pack, and it's really thin paper, but I don't mind using it for a little bit of layering. mounting my photo on the back cardstock, and then I have this beautiful pink gift wrap paper that has just the slightest flicker of gold thread through it. So I've mounted the photo on that as well, and then as you can see I've popped it all up on a little bit of phone tape to give it a little bit of height. Can't decide whether I want to have the strip there going the whole width of the 12 by 12 or whether I just want to go up to the top of the red cardstock, but I've decided to do the whole lot. Now come to the embellishment. I fussy cut out, I think you saw me do that a little bit earlier, all those florals off to the right there where the scissors are. So they're all from a paper, I'm pretty sure they're from an Amy Tangerine paper. Fussy cut them all out thinking that I'm going to use them on this layout, and I certainly do shuffle them around for a while, but in the end I decided that they just was the wrong colour and I don't use them. I've just pushed them aside there, and now going through the other bits and pieces that I've pulled out. So I really like those two brighter pink flowers that I have there at the moment. They come from a ephemera pack that we get from our local reject shop. They have some beautiful scrapbooking supplies, and so that's just from one of their packs. And then I'm just going through to see what else I can use out of what I've pulled out. Have these pink resin flowers. I think I've got 4 or 5 of them there, but a few of them make them to the page. Now I've put all that down, I've shoved it all aside, and as I remembered, I have these flowers here that are made from felt, layered felt, and then they have a button sort of holding it all together. So I pulled those out and shuffled them around until I get it all looking the way I like. I did do a fair bit of shuffling, I must admit. So that's pretty much how I want it to look. I think it changes a little bit as I go to glue it all down, as it always does. It never ends up exactly the same. But I'm really liking the way it's coming together. So I think there's a good mixture of red and pinks in it, and I think that's the predominant colour of the layout, so should match in with the theme okay. So with this layout, as I said, it's just a selfie I took of myself in the new top that I recently purchased, and then for my journaling, which you'll see me do in a moment, I just wrote, I love this new top, the colours, the flowers, the flow, the whole lot is just gorgeous. And to top it all off, it only cost $20. Oh, I'll get them out in a moment. So I went to a shop where I buy quite a few of my tops, and this was reduced from $129 down to $20, so I was super happy. Got quite a few bargains there on that day, just to go show you how much they actually put on the clothing in the first place though, but we won't think about that. Just using the trusty glue gun to lay this all down, and as I said, didn't quite go down the same way as it was before, so I do try to shuffle it all around a bit. I pull up one of the flowers in a moment, there you go, I pull it up and I shovel it around, and then I glue it back down in a moment, pretty much in exactly the same spot. There we go. If that moved, I'll be surprised. A millimetre this way and a millimetre that way. Decided that I'm going to pop this little quote up, and that just says, happy girls are the prettiest. Now I have to say I did and ah about putting that on the layout, because it does seem a little bit, putting that on a layout about yourself doesn't seem quite right, but then I thought, hang on, Cynthia. Now, I'd put that on a layout of any other female and wouldn't think twice about it. So just do it. It goes well with the top. That's what I was thinking. It's a pretty top, so it's going to work. And then you can see a clear acetate piece there. Says, I must have flowers always and always. So that went well. And that's pretty much the end of the layout. I finished my journaling up and I am done. So as I said, jump on over and check out Katelyn at Gray Florals and have a look at her take on this colour. And tune back in next week for the next colour. I think we do orange next. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Leave any comments. I love reading your comments. And until next time, I will talk to you then. Catch you then. Bye.